be me. Used to be 27, living life as a single woman, and I made sure everyone knew it. been always attracted to women. Dated a bit here and there, was always easy finding partners, but figured most women around me were straight anyway.
Y'all, there's a lot going on in space and in our skies, and it's not just that Uranus is farting. UFOs are being seen all over the place, and I've got some incredible sightings for you today. On top of that, we have some crazy news. The New York Post is reporting of a new shocking study that claims that possible hostile alien threats have been detected in the unknown interstellar object that recently entered our solar system. Now, straight from the New York Post, a mysterious intergalactic object could potentially be a hostile alien spacecraft that's slated to attack our planet in November. Attack, like it's just jumping straight to it. According to a controversial new study by a small group of scientists, the consequences, should the hypothesis turn out to be correct, could potentially be dire for humanity. Yeah, I'd say if they're planning on attacking. The researchers wrote an inflammatory paper which was published July 16th to the preprint server RXIV. I don't know what that is. Southwest News Service has reported. Whoa, this must, they say it might be a comet? Comet 31 Atlas streaks across a dense star field. In this image captured by Gemini North Telescope, Gemini Multi-Object Spectrograph, July 2025. It actually looks really, really cool, even though this is a little scary. Dubbed 31 Atlas or 3I Atlas, the interstellar entity was discovered on July 1st, rocketing toward the sun at more than 130,000 miles per hour, Live Science reported. Less than 24 hours later, it was confirmed to be an interstellar object out of our solar system, with initial observations suggesting it could be a comet that measures up to 50 miles in diameter, larger than Manhattan. However, in the new paper, the trio of researchers suggested that it might be a piece of extraterrestrial spy technology in disguise. One of the researchers, Avi Loeb, a prominent Harvard astrophysicist known for linking extraterrestrial objects to alien life. You guys know who that is. We had him a few times on the channel before, or at least featured him, not had him on the channel. He's a dude that found the rocks or the stones or metal balls, I guess, under in the ocean where a meteor had landed, and it was also interstellar. It's pretty crazy. I like him. I think he's pretty cool. He's pretty smart. Let's before I make a judgment on this, let's continue. Avi Loeb previously made waves after floating a theory that the 2017 interstellar object Oumuamua could be an artificial recon probe sent by an alien civilization based on its odd shape and acceleration. I will add to what Avi Loeb said here. On top of that, also its trajectory, because it did have a very strange trajectory. And I remember all of that happening and everyone looking at Oumuamua and thinking, yeah, that's not a comet. It's elongated, it's accelerating, it moves and weird turns. No, 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 no. That was crazy. And if their theory is that this thing that's coming now is a probe, my theory might be that Oumuamua was the probe and they saw that we can't beat them and they're like, let's go get that planet. Or hopefully help us. I'm actually going to go, let's be more positive. In this study, which he collaborated on with Adam Hibbern and Adam Kroll of the Initiative for Interstellar Studies in London, Loeb postulated that 3I Atlas's trajectory suggests a similarly alien origin. The trio felt the object's speed, which was significantly faster than Oumuamua's and other objects, and the fact that it entered our solar system from a different angle than its predecessors offers various benefits to an extraterrestrial intelligence. Okay. All right. This is what Loab wrote in the blog post. I get it. Again, trajectory, like comets and meteors and asteroids, they're not like doing whatever they want. They are not sentient. They're not thinking. They're just flying in one direction in space. Vroom. And if they hit something or get pulled by enough gravity, they'll make slight turns and stuff. But these things are moving like they're being controlled. So I get that theory. One benefit is that 3i Atlas will make close approaches to Jupiter, Mars, and Venus, which could allow aliens to stealthily plant spy gadgets there, Loeb wrote. If they're getting that close, why aren't we planning something like an intercept to see what's going on? When the so-called undercover UFO reaches its closest to the sun, the perihelion, in late November, it will be concealed from Earth's view. This could be intentional to avoid detailed observations from Earth-based telescopes when the object is brightest or when gadgets are sent to Earth from that hidden vantage point, Loeb declared. Very, very smart, very good strategic move. If I were an alien and I didn't want to be detected, but I mean, come on, yes. If this anomaly is a technological artifact, this could support the dark forest hypothesis, which argues we haven't found signs of extraterrestrial entities because they are remaining undercover to shield themselves from predators or prey. Yeah. Loeb warns that this could suggest that an attack is likely and would possibly require defensive measures to be undertaken. Now, the thing is, do we have those defensive measures? How fast is this thing going? Look where it's coming from. Look at the image we have of it. We don't even. Is Galactus coming? Is that the Silver Surfer? Sorry, I just watched Fantastic Four. It was fantastic. Go see it. But this is crazy. Yeah, and we haven't even gotten into the UFO sightings. Oh my god. The problem is that 3i Atlas is traveling too fast for an Earth-based spacecraft to intercept it before it exits our solar system. That makes sense, okay. It is therefore impractical for Earthlings to land on 3i Atlas at closest approach by boarding chemical rockets, since our best rockets reach at most a third of that speed, Loa bro. Damn, what if it's an alien, they are fast. And if it's not, what flung that mofo across the universe? Jeez. However, other scientists have thrown cold water on the so-called alien origins of the object, which they believe is a comet. Okay, here we go. So we do have some debunkers. I just saw this article. I'm reading it with you guys. All evidence points to this being an ordinary comet that was ejected from another solar system, just as countless billions of comets have been ejected from our own solar system, added Samantha Lawler, an astronomer at the University of Regina in Canada. Nice. Who studies solar system dynamics, Live Science reported. In fact, even Loeb admitted in his blog that his alien spy probe theory is a bit far-fetched. To quote, by far the most likely outcome will be that 3i Atlas is a completely natural interstellar object, probably a comet. The researchers also warned the public to take the paper, which has not yet been peer-reviewed. Okay, so I was already having my doubts. Take it with a grain of salt. This paper is contingent on a remarkable, but, as we shall show, testable hypothesis, to which the authors do not necessarily ascribe, yet it is certainly worthy of an analysis and a report, they wrote. The hypothesis is an interesting exercise in its own right, and is fun to pursue, which I love, irrespective of its likely validity. However, critics have called the project a mockery of the work of other scientists who have provided plenty of evidence that 3i Atlas is not evidence of an impending close encounter. Which, I mean, I kind of get the critics, but at the same time, you're always gonna have someone that's opposing your opinion anyway, so who cares? Like, yeah, and they're probably right. It probably just is a comment. It doesn't mean that just by questioning that or thinking of another possibility that you're discrediting them or whatever. Avi Loeb even said it might just be a comment, but this is a pretty cool theory. It's a little far-fetched, but it is possible. And it's important to think of all the possibilities. I don't know. To quote, I guess this is one of the complainers. Astronomers all around the world have been thrilled at the arrival of 3i Atlas, collaborating to use advanced telescopes to learn about this visitor. Chris Lintott, an astronomer at the University of Oxford who helped simulate 3i Atlas's galactic origins, told Life Science. Any suggestion that it's artificial is nonsense on stilts and is an insult to the exciting work going on to understand this object. Again, I mean, it's not like you have a detailed 4K image. Like I I love what they're doing and they do know a lot more than all of us and they're going to learn more and but you don't know what the fuck it is. Sorry, but like come on. Let other people let a brother dream. Damn. Very interesting. But now let's jump into these insane UFO sightings because I am excited for you guys to see the stuff that I found. Starting with the weird UFO sightings from That Might Be the Case, who posted that this happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma around 10 p.m. June 24th of this year, 2025. They said, I was driving home the other night and saw these lights in the western horizon. I live in this area, so I know it well, and there are no towers over there. If this is a drones, then why are there no standard aviation lights? I've never seen anything with white strobes before. They were all stationary like this for 10 minutes that I sat and filmed. After 10 minutes, I had to keep driving, so I'm not sure how it dissipated. I like that explanation. But they are weird, they do flicker, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this?
I mean, are they doing a drone show?
Let me call you right back. Real fast.
I found that very interesting, especially the flickering. To me, I felt like it was a large craft that was possibly malfunctioning, hence all the flickers. I don't think they were drones. I mean, but to be fair, I don't know what the hell that was. That was really weird. And what's stranger still is that those aren't the only white lights that are confusing everyone in the sky. The next clip comes from the_ant, who says these are over Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, Florida. They have a great view from their window right above the guitar, and they saw this. Smash like and take a look. Oh, it was interesting, but what I found weirder was the light that was going off and then turned around before disappearing. Very, like I said, strange stuff happening in our skies. And it's these weird white lights either flickering or doing strange maneuvers. And still, there's more, with this next clip coming from No Lettuce 4126, who says they filmed this just outside of Alice Springs. Any ideas what this could be? It happened on July 21st, 2025 at 6:14 p.m. and it showcases this orb of light suddenly disappearing. That's the best way that I can describe it. Y'all share this video and check this out.
It's too bright.
It's so bright. So, Fraser, this light just has come up from the horizon
and it's just disappeared. Again.
Now, the observer claims that it wasn't just sitting there and then disappeared. It arrived abruptly, rising upward, getting bright, and making suspicious movement, which is what prompted them to start recording. By the time they started recording, they caught the tail end in which it disappeared. I believe their story because they're pretty frantic and a little shaken up by it, so I think this might be a really credible anomalous UFO. Now, it's not just the UFOs in our skies, they're in space as well, and NASA has been caught slipping, with Dr. Dan posting on Twitter, the NASA video that turned millions into UFO believers, storms below the clouds, a few shooting stars, and then an enormous object glides across Earth's horizon, still unexplained, still official. Check this out. And if you don't think that's strange enough, we have another anomalous clip. This one actually showing some of the 5 observables. Strange movements, quickness, acceleration. This is one of the craziest videos ever. Featured on the documentary The Beings from Beyond, this next UFO clip showcases a satellite flying across our sky when a UFO decides to come up and inspect it, sees that it's a satellite, and zips away. Check this out. Isn't that insane? You literally see the UFO fly up to the satellite. He's like, oh, what the hell is this? Oh, just a satellite? Okay, whoop, and zips off. Almost like, oh, you're not a threat. And then just leaves. That is what is in our skies. What is in our skies? And that is not the only slip up by NASA. Yes, there's more. Posted by friend of the channel LW Mark UFO. This is a sphere caught on NASA's Space Shuttle Flight 14 STS-51A, footage from November 8th, 1984. Y'all, this thing is literally a strange sphere zipping across. You'll see it come from the top of the camera and then off, zipping off to the right in space. I have no explanation. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about this? And thank you, LW Mark, for slowing it down for us so we can get a better visual of that UFO. And if those aren't traditional enough for you, NASA has also accidentally uploaded videos of flying saucers, with this next clip coming from Skywatch Signal, aka UAP Watchers on Twitter. NASA footage of a spacecraft. Check out this NASA footage depicting what looks like a traditional flying saucer with dome top and all. Smash like and check this out. That one's actually my favorite. I love me a good old traditional flying saucer UFO. As they say, things were just built better back then, okay? We knew what we were doing and the aliens knew what they were doing. No, but I do think it's a great clip, and I think it's insane that NASA sometimes lets these videos slip and they offer no explanation at all. Sometimes they delete them from the internet and say nothing. Sometimes they let them sit there, and even though they're there and you can see them, NASA still says nothing. What are these things doing? Those are some crazy UFOs. And if you want to see crazier UFOs, check out those videos right there. Check out the paranormal videos right here, which are really fun and scary. Check out the videos where we read Reddit and